The true story of McDonald's. You're standing in line. Fluorescent lights buzz overhead. The air smells like salt, sugar, and something engineered to make your mouth water. You look up at the menu board. 250 billion hamburgers sold. That number is so big it doesn't mean anything. But it should. Behind it is a story about speed, about psychology, about a family that turned a small drive-in into the most powerful food machine ever seen. Let's go back to 1940. San Bernardino, California. Two brothers, Dick and Mac McDonald, run a small drive-in. Business is okay. They notice most revenue comes from one item, the hamburger. So they shut down for 3 months. Redesign everything. The kitchen becomes an assembly line. Workers stand in specific spots. One toasts buns. One adds ketchup. One grills patties. One wraps the burger. 30 seconds. From raw to wrapped. Price drops from 30 cents to 15. Half the price. They sell more burgers in one day than they used to sell in a week. The brothers were happy. They didn't want to grow. Then Ray Kroc walked through their door. He was 52. He spent his life selling milkshake mixers. He noticed one drive-in in California kept ordering more mixers. So he drove to San Bernardino. He watched those burgers fly down that line. Something clicked. He saw scale. He saw golden arches in every city. He would franchise the McDonald's system. But he wanted control. He bought the land under each franchise. Leased it back. He didn't sell hamburgers. He sold real estate. Burgers were bait. Real money was in the dirt. In 1961, Kroc bought them out for $2.7 million. The brothers thought they won. Kroc had an empire. How did one restaurant become 250 billion burgers? Psychology. The Big Mac is engineering. Each ingredient hits a taste receptor. Salt, sugar, fat. The combination releases dopamine, your brain's reward chemical. Same chemical released when you fall in love. McDonald's hacked your brain. In 1986, they ran a study. What made people happiest? Predictability. A Big Mac in New York tastes like one in Tokyo. Your brain loves patterns. You know exactly what you're getting. That's not an accident. Decades of research. But there's a darker side. Small businesses disappear. Local farmers replaced by industrial suppliers. Wages stay low. In 2023, McDonald's reported revenue over $25 billion. Workers see none of that. The corporation sees it all. You are the fuel. The reason those arches still stand. The McDonald's effect. The Big Mac Index compares burger prices across countries. Measures currency values. When McDonald's enters a country, life speeds up. Time becomes money. Lunch breaks shorter. Dinner's quicker. McDonald's didn't just change what you eat. Changed how you live. Yet you keep going back. Why? Because McDonald's is a ritual. A memory. Your first happy meal. Road trips with family. Late nights in college. That is the genius. They didn't just sell food. They sold memories. Comfort. A piece of your childhood. Once made, that connection is nearly impossible to break. Ray Kroc said, "We are in the hamburger business." Then corrected himself. "We are in the real estate business." Right. But also wrong. McDonald's is in the psychology business. The addiction business. Addiction to convenience. To predictability. To that dopamine hit. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a meal and a reward. It just knows it feels good. So you come back. Always. But the machine is fragile. Global supply chains. Thousands of farms. Millions of cows. Billions of potatoes. One disruption breaks the system. In 2021, supply chain issues limited menus. In 2022, a potato shortage in Japan meant no large fries. Powerful, but delicate. The more it grows, the more fragile. You have a choice. Every time you walk past those arches. A choice about what you value. Your time, your health, your community. Walk in or walk past. The machine doesn't force you. Just makes it easy. Easy is seductive. Hard to resist. This is the story of McDonald's. Innovation, ambition, psychology. A man named Ray Kroc who built an empire. Two brothers with a good idea who didn't want to grow. And you, staring at a menu board. It doesn't matter which you choose. The machine knows. You'll be back. The golden arches were designed in 1953 to look like an M. But Kroc saw gateways. Portals. Doors to consistency. When you see them, they call to you. Come in. You deserve a break. And you believe. Because they've told that story for 80 years. That's power. Told in salt, sugar, fat, in arches that never stop glowing, never stop calling. Never stop selling.